Welcome to A Healthy Baker's Dozen, Susan's gluten-free flour mixture tutorial. In this video, we will be discussing how using alternative flours for health can be easier than you think. We are all accustomed to using wheat or white flours in our traditional recipes, but using alternative flours is simple once you know how to mix them. If you have celiac disease, using gluten-free flours is a must. For anyone else, research shows that using alternative flours can lower inflammation and be helpful for other conditions such as arthritis, food, and gastrointestinal sensitivities. After months of research and intense testing, Susan found a combination of flours higher in protein and fiber and lower in carbohydrates that work well for cookies. The best part is they don't taste any different than traditional cookies, they just have a healthier profile. Susan decided to create her gluten-free flour mixture using 1 whole grain flour, 2 different nut flours, and 2 starches. The whole grain flour she chose is sorghum, since it's higher in protein and fiber than other flours. Sorghum flour also helps replace the stretchiness and binding characteristics of gluten. Sorghum adds a sweet, slightly nutty flavor and gives great texture to cookies. The nut flours she chose are almond and coconut. Almond flour, or meal, is made from blanched, finely ground almonds. It is high in protein, low in carbohydrates, and adds moisture and texture to cookies. Coconut flour is unlike any other flour in that it contains 14% coconut oil and 58% dietary fiber. Besides being a little sweeter, higher in protein and fiber, coconut flour adds moisture to baked goods. When using flours without gluten, starch is needed for binding the cookies and holding the dough together. Susan chose arrowroot flour as opposed to xanthan gum since arrowroot is non-GMO. It is also used as a thickening agent, besides giving the cookies both a light and sturdy texture. The final flour is tapioca flour, which is used as a binder in baked goods. So how do we mix together these 5 flours to make Susan's gluten-free flour mixture? Start with a digital scale. If you have a flat one as opposed to ours with a bowl, just use some wax paper to measure out the flour before putting it in your canister to mix. Be sure to zero out the scale after putting the wax paper on to ensure an accurate measurement. Measure out 120 grams of sorghum flour first. If you put in a little too much or too little, just put in or take out with a spoon or your hands till you get the right amount. Then add to your canister before measuring out the other flours. Then add in 60 grams each of the almond and coconut flours, which we have pre-measured for convenience. Followed by 50 grams each of the arrowroot and tapioca flours, weighing each one separately. Weighing out the flours is essential to get the right mixture for the cookies. When you have all the flours in the container, mix or shake well so you don't see any layering of the colors. It should look uniform when thoroughly mixed. You can make one recipe of the flour, which will be plenty for one cookie recipe in the book, or make multiple batches for more recipes. When you have the flour in hand, you can make any recipe at a moment's notice. Make sure to refrigerate for freshness and use within 6 months' time. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy making our healthy gluten-free cookies.